Assalamualaikum. Hi everybody. In this video, I want to show you all the secrets of plasma ignition that I know. But before I continue, I would like to inform you that I put links to my PayPal and Patreon. So if you like my channel, if you like my research, you can support me through PayPal or Patreon. Okay, let me continue. The two important things in plasma ignition is the capacitance and resistance. So the capacitance is you have to add optimum capacitance to your system. You can add a capacitor with correct value, and also you have to check the resistance of your system. The resistance should be zero or near zero. Okay, you cannot have any resistor at the path of the capacitor to spark plug. Okay, the capacitance and resistance of your system is very important for optimizing your ignition system. Okay, there are two types of plasma ignition system. The first one is passive, and the second one is active. Here I have another schematic. This is for passive system. I have two examples here. First, you can connect a air capacitor. This is actually just metal material hanging in the air, and then you can have the stronger plasma spark. I'm not joking, because the high voltage is different than low voltage. Okay, maybe you can compare it to Tesla coil. This is the top load. This works also for ignition system. Okay, I have tested it. It works, but maybe for some of you it looks strange. The air capacitor can take form of this PVC pipe. You can just put, for example, copper material in it, or aluminum, and then you can close both sides and then put a cable to connect the metal material inside this PVC pipe to the terminal of this spark plug, and then you can put this in your car using plastic holder. There are many holders you can get from hardware store for this kind of pipe. Okay, this is the first variation. The second one, this is more conventional. You can just put a small high voltage capacitor between the terminal of this spark plug and the ground. Okay, the capacitor can look like this. This is the normal high voltage capacitor that I use. By the way, I use this kind of system on my car in Germany for years without any problem, and there is a small improvement in the engine. Okay, you have to put the correct value for your spark plug. Normally it's around 100 picofarad, actually around 70 until 100 picofarad, and of course you can install the higher capacitance, but you can get stronger plasma at the spark plug, but you have to remember that stronger plasma means also faster erosion of the electrodes. Okay, and I'm going to show you the active system. This is the active system. This is the basic of all active system plasma ignition. On the left hand side you have high voltage source, and here I just draw a switch. So if I close the switch, you get the spark on this spark gap and on this spark plug. Okay, if you have another source on this side, on the right hand side, with voltage around 300 or 500 or maybe 600 volts, and you close this switch, you can combine the high voltage and the low voltage at the spark plug, and you will get much stronger sparks at the spark plug. Okay, but you need this high voltage diode to block the current from the high voltage source. Okay, if you see this polarity, this one is the positive polarity, of high voltage source, and this is the negative, and you have also positive on the top side at the low voltage source. Okay, so here you have low voltage current, here you have high voltage current, but here you have the combination of both high voltage and low voltage current. Okay, and the plasma spark depends on the current. Okay, the low voltage has, or if you have a capacitor here with voltage of 300 until 500 or maybe 600, you have relatively low voltage, but you have much higher current. Okay, normally the low voltage doesn't go to the to this line, but as soon as the high voltage spark jumps, it creates some kind of superconductor junction here. So the low voltage from this source jumps through this gap as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you the setup that I found from offerunity.com. This is the active system. Here you have the inverter to get around 300 volts from 12 volt battery of your car, and then this 300 volts is stored here at this capacitor. Okay, as soon as the high voltage current or the spark jumps, the charge at this capacitor will also flow through this spark gap or the spark plug. Okay, that's why you will get a much stronger plasma spark with this system. Now I'm going to demonstrate first the passive system with capacitor. I will not demonstrate the passive system with air capacitor. This is my igniter, this is my ignition coil, this is my spark gap, and this is the spark plug. Okay, I'm going to turn off the light so that we can see it better. Please wait a minute. I hope you can see it better now. I'm going to turn on the igniter. Now you can see the spark. Now I'm going to add these capacitors. These are 3 capacitors connected in series, and here I have the same capacitor with only 2 capacitors connected in series. Okay, if you connect only one capacitor, like this, you get stronger plasma. Okay, so let me turn on the light. Here is 220 picofarad capacitor with voltage rating of 15 kilovolts. Okay, so I have shown you the effect of connecting one capacitor, 2 capacitors, and 3 capacitors. Okay, but on my actual installation, I use 3 capacitors on my car as I was in Germany. Okay, and why I use 3? Because with 3 capacitors I have the capacitance value of around 73 picofarad, and that is enough for my purpose, okay, for daily use car. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the active system. Here I have an inverter, or an inverter in English. The output of this inverter connected to a diode. This is just a 1 kilovolt diode, and here I have 2.2 microfarad capacitor with voltage rating of 630 volts. Okay, 2.2 microfarad, and this capacitor is charged by this inverter. Okay, now I'm going to connect this the positive side of the capacitor is connected to the ground. Okay, and I forgot to show you. Here I have a capacitor string. Diode string. These are 1 kilovolt diodes connected in series. It makes this high voltage diode. Okay, this is actually the diode board of my old plasma ignition system. Okay, this is from, I built this in 2010. Okay, now I'm going to connect this here. And then the negative side connected to here. Okay. This is the positive input cable. I'm going to show you also the voltage of this capacitor. Now I'm going to turn on the inverter. Here we have 290 volts. Okay. I'm going to short this capacitor first. Okay, now I'm going to turn on the igniter. Now you see the normal ignition. Now I'm going to turn on the inverter. I'm going to turn off the light so that you can see it better. Sorry. Okay, again. Turn on the igniter. Turn on the inverter. Now, without the booster, I'm going to change the frequency. Again with the booster. Okay. I'm going to turn on the light first, okay? Yes. Maybe you ask why I have this spark gap connected in series to the spark plug. You don't see that here, but actually you have that also here. Where do you have this? Where do you have this spark gap? It is inside of this, okay? Here you have a distributor, you have the rotor inside. Between the rotor and this terminal, you have this spark gap, okay? Now you see that this setup can only work with older engines. And what about the newer engine without distributor? You can, of course, use this as well. You only have to add one more component. This is you have to add the diode. Okay, I'm going to show you now. I will bypass the spark gap and put this instead. Okay, check out the polarity. I'm going to put the diode like this, okay? Okay, now it's connected. Now I'm going to turn on the igniter and then turn on the inverter. I'm going to turn off the light again. Turn on the igniter. Okay. Okay, so you can see that the plasma ignition system works as well for the newer engine or the newer systems. Sorry, I'm going to turn on the light again. So the diagram, the circuit diagram will look like this. You swap this spark gap with another diode. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for now. If you have any question, just write down on the comment section. And thank you for watching. Until next video. Bye bye. Oh, sorry. Don't forget, if you want to support me, please donate through PayPal or Patreon. Okay? Now, see you on my next video. Bye bye.